All right, welcome back to Strange Friends, where I deal with all of my emotional issues by shunting them onto my friends who play Dungeons and Dragons. If you weren't with us last week, the party attended a gala, was awarded some positions of note and notoriety, and also Broduck had a date, which seems like it went pretty well. Handsome guy. But as they were all leaving the gala, Broduck, in his ability to remember pretty much anyone he ran into in the cult, spotted a cult member who had infiltrated the town, who ended up taking his own life. So the mystery of how the cult has continued to infiltrate the town continues. So why don't we pick up from there? Graver has been just carried away by the guards. You're left with an inn. The innkeeper's giving a report to the guards. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, but before the guards take him away, can I go through his pockets?
Sure. Yeah. They set the body down.
I will totally loot that guy. Check all the pockets.
You find about 5 silver, a holy symbol for Tiamat, but nothing that really stands out otherwise.
Okay. Well, then take that away. And then I'll say, do you guys mind if we check out the room upstairs?
Sure. He's dead, so we weren't really planning to do a large investigation.
We'll follow up on that tomorrow.
Bro's gonna walk over the body.
Okay.
And he's gonna open the guy's mouth and look inside.
Okay. You see a lot of spittle and foam. And
stick a finger in there and just wipe it all out.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
I mostly just want to figure out which tooth it was that he cracked. If it was a tooth. Like everyone keeps telling me. 8 medicine.
You think he probably ate something foamy?
No. I wipe it off in his hair and then I stand up.
Okay.
Broduck, I don't think that's a job for you.
I wanted to know what tooth to avoid hitting.
Oh, well.
If I see more. Wait,
Maybe
do you think I have one of those teeth?
Probably not.
Probably
not.
How hard do you bite down?
Hard?
Oh God, you're probably gonna crack it and die.
Oh. Bimgog, are you being mean?
Nope. I'm just speaking truth.
Alex is gonna head up to the room that the cultist was in.
Okay.
Hildy will do a more in-depth investigation of the body.
Give me a medicine roll.
Oh,
That
well,
seems
you can
appropriate.
do the room first there. That's all good.
I mean, I'm ready to
Oh.
deal with the. Yeah. So you don't think that it was a tooth? You think he definitely swallowed something? Because all of his teeth look to be in good shape. You're guessing, which is pretty clear, it was some form of cyanide. Beyond that, he's in good health. He's not malnourished or anything. Yeah, pretty standard. All right, Alex, you get up to the room.
All right. I'm basically gonna look around for any evidence that like he used any sort of like spell scroll or anything, like if he cast ascending before he died.
Do you want to cast detect magic?
I don't have detect magic because that spell doesn't light things on fire.
You're gonna have a hard time. I mean, you can roll me an Arcana check,
I am good at that.
but I will tell you it is going to be a difficult roll.
Okay. Well, I rolled pretty good.
You don't see anything that immediately stands out as having been used as part of a magical component. He also, as far as you could tell, wasn't a spellcaster.
Okay. And then I will also just do an investigation to see like if there's any sort of like paperwork that like he was using or like, to get in.
Sure.
I'm less good at that.
You do see that in the notes that like you're looking through some of his belongings, and you do find a small slip of paper that says Stack Stout on it.
Stack Stout?
Stack Stout.
What's that?
You recognize it as Bartholomew's last name and the name of his merchant company.
Interesting. I will take all these papers. What are they like about?
There's no real papers. Like he's got like local sheets of news, a couple flyers about the cult and stuff that he'd torn down as he traveled. But the only thing of any substance you find, like I said, is a small handwritten slip of paper that says Stack Stout on it.
Okay, then I'll just take that.
Okay. Anyone else?
Nothing here, boss.
Okay. So you all head back to the inn for the evening, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all arrive, Bimgog, you notice that there is a guard standing outside of your room. Evening, Sir Bimgog, is it?
Yeah.
They had requested that you go and patrol the royal courtyard this evening. The security is high from the gala, but with the capture of a spy, they're wanting some extra eyes, if you wouldn't mind.
Do I recognize this guy at all? Like, have I seen him anywhere around the castle?
Yeah, you'd say he's got the cloak and armament of a Kingsguard.
I'm gonna insight real quick.
Sure.
I'm not gonna tell anything. All right.
Seems to be an honest man.
Sounds good. I basically head out. The whole time I'm kind of tilting my head, knowing this isn't how they said they were requesting my help. And
Did
my
I,
hackles.
did I give you a certain way that they were supposed to ask? I apologize.
That an owl would appear in the window because I was supposed to be secret, and I wasn't supposed to be out in public about it. But
my apologies, they haven't trained the owl yet. This isn't a wizard story where owls magically find people.
That obviously doesn't happen. Come on, Alice, let's go. As the blue owl follows me to the to the castle.
The guy's surprised to see a blue owl appear, but he walks away, and if anybody tracks where he's going, he heads back to the royal estate. Basically, Bimgog, what you spend the rest of the evening doing, or what's been requested of you, is for you to patrol the exterior grounds just outside of the festival. Basically, they're wanting you to look for anyone who's sneaking in. What does the rest of the party do?
It's super late.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. The festival is actually winding down. People are heading home.
I grab a 2 a.m. snack and drink, and then I go to sleep.
Bartholomew isn't there, but there is a young halfling woman who pretty much gets you whatever you want.
Yeah, I get like a half a turkey and then go to sleep.
She makes you a turkey sandwich, turkey club, with a little toothpick in it with the frilly bit on the end.
It hurts the roof of my mouth, but I eat it.
Anyone else?
Hildy's gonna go take a bath because you can't go to bed wearing makeup. So.
So you get access to the bathroom, which has the heated taps, variety of soaps and everything like that. I'm guessing you lock the door behind you. You're not expecting bathing assistance.
Yeah, no
Okay.
need for assistance.
Yeah, so you're good.
Then straight to bed.
Yep. Okay. Alex?
Alex would probably sit at the bar until she got kicked out of it, celebrating her last night of drunkenness.
They set you up with a smorgasbord is the best way to describe it, of drinks, every different types of liquor. They even break out a bottle.
Cut out.
They break out a bottle.
Can
you guys hear me?
I think my internet might.
I hear you.
1 second. I think my internet's being weird.
You're coming through fine, Bree.
Is it?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
we all can hear
Sorry.
Okay. So they even break out a bottle of Underdark Sherry, which you've never had before.
Very fun. I'm excited about this. And then
but-
she'll probably end up passing out at the bar.
Okay. You wake up in your room the next day. Bjorno?
Bjorn just goes to bed. Nothing exciting.
Okay. Bimgog, you are watching over the crowds that are exiting while making your way through towards the exterior walls. What are you doing? How are you doing it?
Well, first off, I'm having Alice kind of fly up higher and asking her to make sure that she's trying to keep an eye out as well. And mostly, I'm just trying to make sure people are not going in. I'm less concerned about the people coming out because obviously, I mean, they're mostly worried about, people getting onto the grounds, not necessarily if they're already there. It's hard for me to really know anything, who is really supposed to be there if they were already there.
Give me 3 survival checks.
All right. Oh my God. There we go.
Okay. So the first half hour and then hour that you spend, you're mostly distracted trying to get your bearings. You're not really a city goblin. It's not your range of expertise. But after you've been, going about on the back roads and some rooftops and things like that, you start to get a grasp of how things are really laid out. Near the end of your patrol, about 2 hours later, you start to notice that there are a few lapses in the guard rotation. And you notice this specifically because you're watching for what the weaknesses are to find where they might be exploited, so you know where to look. But you do make a mental note that there's a bit of a lurch in the guard rotation.
Can I guess how long it would be, like, or at least get an estimate of how long that window might be?
2 minutes.
Oh, geez. Okay.
But that could also just be, people have been drinking. It's gala night. The guards are certainly, on high alert, but they're still guards.
Bimgog would also think, though, they made a big to-do and tried to make sure that if it was going to be secure, that they likely should be a little bit more on the ball, considering all the important folk that they had at the same place at the same time.
Yep.
So he's a little bit concerned.
Okay. But the rest of your night passes uneventfully.
All right.
What do you do?
After I'm either am I relieved, or are they like just letting me?
The sun starts coming up, and you kind of get the feeling that your specific expertise is beyond that.
Then I hoof it back to the inn, because I want to rest, because I'm not going to deal very well tomorrow otherwise. I still am wearing my tuxedo, so I look like I am the Penguin from Batman 2, except with the dragon mask as well. So it's real weird, and I just kind of pass out on the bed.
Okay. Does anybody specifically want to wake up early?
I'll wake up for like a minute when Bimgod gets in, and then pass back out as well.
Okay. You guys end up sleeping in, which is fine because the whole city's pretty much doing it. By the time you all wake up, it's noon. Luckily nobody except for Alex is hungover. What would you all like to do with your day?
Alex wants to go back to her mom's house.
Okay. You taking anyone with you?
If they want to, I'm just gonna be like, I think I need to go hang out with my grandma for a little bit. Does anybody want to come with?
I am going back to the stacks. It is rare that you have the opportunity to do this amount of research, and I just can't help myself.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun here.
I will go along with you, Alexandra.
Yeah, if you don't have anything else to do. What are you doing with your day, Bimgog?
Well, I was gonna go and try to see if Sprocket is out of the sword yet, because I figured that by now he would have figured it out. He had like a whole night. I'm sure he's out. Sprocket's probably making plans already. Plus, he's gotta build mechanical guards for the castle because they have problems.
Well, I know that he's not out yet because he promised that he wouldn't do it until it was safe, and he can't do it unless we bring the body to him, and I definitely did not give him the body.
Well, we gotta do that.
Check on it if you want to.
Well, that's what I was going to plan on. I mean, worst case, I could sit there and just leer over him, because that'll inspire him to get through and work faster. Like when people are leering over your shoulder and you're inspired to do better because you're worried that something terrible might happen to you if you don't. Not in a threatening way, but in an inspiring, helpful way.
That sounds like a good idea, Bimgog.
Yeah.
Well, if you get tired of being so inspiring, you can always come over to my mom's house for dinner.
Wait, 1 second. And he quickly runs in, goes into his journal, and he writes something really quick. And then he passes it to you. And he goes, "This is a letter so you can deliver it to Meemaw."
Okay, I'll do that for you.
It's a drawing of the people in this group, like all holding hands except for Broduk, who's kind of off to the side, but still has a bow in his hair.
Oh.
But
do you give it to me folded or open so that I can see it?
Oh, it's open. It's
Okay.
open.
Oh, this is so nice.
It actually has a heart around it and says "To Meemaw."
Oh. I will definitely make sure she gets this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Brooke is just gonna go wandering. Gonna go on walkabout.
Okay.
Do you need any pocket change, Broduk?
No, I got the pepperoni of gold.
Oh, okay.
All right. Alex, you head to grandmother's house.
Yeah.
It is, the sun is shining. It is a beautiful day. Your mother's out in the front garden, waves at you as you approach. Alex, I'm so happy you're home, dear.
Hey, Mom.
Hey.
I was just gonna go hang out with Grandma in the back for a bit. I invited some my friends over for dinner, if that's okay.
Certainly. Yeah, that'd be lovely. Is there anything you'd like me to make?
Whatever you were already gonna make, just probably 3 times the volume. Let me know if I need to run to the market for you or anything.
I'll just make a lasagna.
That sounds great.
Make sure to take incense back for grandmother's gravestones.
I will absolutely do that. And then as Alex goes through the house, she'll pick up incense, and she'll also grab an orange from the fruit bowl and take it back there. And then head back out to the shrine.
Okay. You get to the shrine. You go. You've done this ritual hundreds of times. You set the orange in the bowl. You set the incense around the bowl. You generally use a little bit of light fire from your fingertips to light all the pieces of incense. And you sit down at the provided table.
Oh, would Hildy have followed all the way back to the... Did Hildy actually come with?
Oh, is Hildy coming?
I said if she wanted to.
Yeah, Hildy's following along, but she will give respect and maybe chat with Mom a little bit more while she's house cleaning to let Alex do her thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Alex's mom's, pretty happy to have a chance to talk with you. You're one of the few people who ever come into town who become a permanent resident, who aren't inevitably magically, losing their memories of such a place. But Alex, you have a few minutes back there on your own. So you sit down at the table. You've started the ritual. What do you do?
I take out the note that Bimgod gave me, and then I just start talking like my grandma would be sitting right in front of me. And I'd be
What do you say?
I would say, "Hey, Grandma. So Bimgod wanted me to bring by and give this to you. So I wanted to make sure that you got it before we get too into stuff. But there's
what is it, dearie?" And you see your grandmother apparate in the chair in front of you.
Well, it seems like a lot of things are changing in town, and I know you were always joking when you said it, but I think things really are falling apart without you.
Yes. As societies change, people change. It always feels like they're falling apart, but it's like kneading good dough. What might start to feel like it's clumping and becoming useless, you apply heat and pressure, and you end up with a nice flatbread.
I have gotten pretty good at heat and pressure lately.
Let me see. You said your friend drew a picture for me.
Yeah, Bimgod wanted to make sure that you got this, and I passed the drawing across the table.
Oh, she picks it up, looks at it and smiles. You see the paper get rolled and slid into her little temple space. Now, what's troubling you? What's changed that's got you so worried?
Well, the cultists have gotten into the town,
Mm.
and that probably means someone's helping them. And that probably means that one of my neighbors is helping them. And that makes me really uncomfortable. And the queen is on the council now, I guess.
Mm.
And they want to write down the stories, which is weird. And
The story should always be kept an oral tradition.
well,
To
I
write
know
them-
that's what I was thinking.
To write them down removes their power.
And then if we write them down, they'll just memorize them word for word. And then Hyperion will never have a new version of the story. And he'll probably get bored.
Do you know why we tell stories instead of writing them down? It's because of the power of a storyteller. When a story becomes nothing more than words on a page, its lesson can't truly be grasped by everyone that reads it. It's nothing more than words, in the same way that numbers can hardly teach you about life in general. So we remain storytellers so that the important parts of the story that we're trying to emphasize to teach are what remain important. And you see her at mid-sentence, she dissipates as Hildy walks into the backyard. Hildy, you see Alex sitting across the table, engaged in conversation with an empty chair.
I know, that's what I was thinking about the entire thing. And so it seems pretty weird. And I don't know really who to trust in this town right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at with things. Oh, hey, Hildy.
You notice that your grandmother has gone silent, which is normally her tradition when non-family are in the yard.
I was just catching my grandmother up on what was going on.
That is good. I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just talking to your mother. She is a delightful lady.
She's the best.
We were going to do some cooking and preparing, but
well, I'll be in a few minutes to join you. That sounds like a great idea. I think Bemgod would really like a home cooked meal in this place.
it is good to be surrounded by family. I would say.
Hildy, as you say that, you feel a warmth, and you smell apple pie. Although you know for a fact that there is not an apple pie being baked inside.
That is a very nice new perfume that you have, Alexandra. Or is that just a leftover from the drinking and you had something apple-based?
What? And Alex just looks at you confused, even though she was just talking to an empty chair.
Must have been caught on the wind. I'll go back inside.
Okay, I'll be in a minute, Hildy.
Hildy, her mom is just so happy that you're offering to help, and throws you an apron, and starts laying out all the foods, and is asking you about the cuisines of your people, and what the Goliaths do and how it's different, and if we should do anything special for Bjorno. Do you have any ideas for the group? I mean, I was thinking lasagna. It feeds so many people.
I think the more food they can eat, the better. With the bugbear and Bjorno, they're both very big eaters. Though they like a lot of meat, that does get expensive, and I would not recommend it.
Carbs are the poor man's meat,
It's
as I
true.
like to say. So, how is Alex doing outside of the house? I know you've only traveled with her a short time, but I worry about her.
Well, I am not the best judge. She's been very closed off from me, which I don't blame her. I am new, and it sounds like they have been through a lot of things, a lot of death and betrayal. So, I know she drinks a lot anyway, but I don't know. There is a point where it goes beyond drinking a lot.
Have you ever heard the story of how kobolds came to be?
No, I have not.
I'll tell you while we bake. And so I won't go into the story in character. You can catch me for it later, but she does explain to you the origin, or the town's believed origin of kobolds, which were basically brought about through the needs of dragons who needed little helpers in their lives. Alex, as Hildy disappears, your grandmother reappears.
Yeah, mostly I just wanted to update you on things we're at. And also I remembered that I actually found something out in the world that I think you'd really, really like. And out of her bag, Alex takes the deck of many things and slides it over to her grandmother.
What's this?
I don't know. It's some cool looking cards that we found out on the road. I thought it would be like a really cool souvenir to bring back with you. You're always collecting those like quirky things. Bjorno really hated them, so I figured just they'd make a nice gift for somebody.
Fascinating. And she takes the satchel in hand, and you watch as she flips it open.
Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen. I was trying to get rid of them.
And she will draw a card.
Whoops.
How many?
My
Actually,
bad.
I will give you the option, a number 1 through 5. How many cards would you like to draw?
I thought they would just look cool sitting on your shelf.
1 through 5.
Only one then, if I have to. I'm sorry, you guys. I was trying to get rid of them.
That's what you should be sorry for, not for her drawing one.
She holds up a card and says, such an interesting thing. And in her hand, you watch as the card turns into a key. And then the key turns into a small circle, and 2 strands of ribbon come off of this circle. And she's holding it there in the air and says, I will have no use for this, but perhaps you could use it.
Now the deck's not going to be complete.
It is strange that this card did this. She offers you the what you now have figured out is a circlet of some type.
I just kind of flip it over my hands with my non-detect magic and identify abilities.
It's very nice.
What is it made of?
It is made out of a some sort of clear crystal, and basically it's a smooth circle with like I said, the entirety of its crystal, but it does have these lines that all go in towards the middle, which has a red dot in the middle of it. As you pick it up, you feel the magical energy that you're naturally carrying most of the time anyway, kind of settle into the object, like it harmoniously merges with the object. It's not discordant, it's very easy.
Interesting. I'll put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Bob would have really liked that item. It's very pretty. Do you have any advice for me before I go help Mom make dinner for all my friends?
Trust your party. You can always trust the people who go the long road with you. Never turn your back on your party. They're like family. She smiles and she disappears.
Did she take the deck with her?
Nope, it's still sitting on the gravestone.
I'm gonna go tuck it into a nice little corner in her shrine. Somewhere like in the back where it'll get just stuck and lost and moss covered forever.
Okay. Or some other intrepid adventurer might find it one day.
You know what? It's part of the Dragon's Hoard now. Nothing I can do about it.
Sure.
And then I'll head inside and help finish making or help them with food in the kitchen.
Okay, as you head inside, you hear your mom telling a story that you've heard many a time, primarily from your grandmother. She's talking to Hildy. So Hildy, you see what happens is the dragons, realizing that there was so much small that they couldn't handle on their own, they decided to start using their elemental magics to attempt to create life. And in doing so, they began to work to shrink eggs of theirs, to manipulate them, until finally the first kobolds were born. And those kobolds, to this day, are what serve dragons of all colors.
That is a very good story, and it makes sense.
The important part is to realize that even the smallest help for people who need it is always important. People who we think are big and strong can carry any sort of weight or burden, and you see her look back at Alex, always eventually still need small gestures of help and kindness.
That is a very good moral. You are quite wise. It sounds like Alex has a very good family who knows.
We are blessed to have her, and our stories are what make our family what we are.
Beautiful.
Alex, you walk back in.
You're muted
Can't hear
now.
you. You're muted.
Oops. Is there anything you guys need help with?
No, dear. If you wanna go grab your friends, dinner should be ready in an hour or two.
Okay. Do you need anything last minute from the store or anything like that?
No, I think I've got everything I need here.
Alrighty.
Bjorno.
Yes.
We're gonna head back to the morning part of the day. You head back towards the archives. You are greeted, as is your position, as you walk through. They allow you through the spots, through the doors, and you finally get back there. Your pile of books undisturbed from where you left it the other day. What are you looking for?
Particularly, I'm looking for locations.
Okay.
A place to begin my investigations of the ancient past. I'm looking for leads.
Okay. You see that some of the and when I say new, I mean new in the sense of hundreds, if not thousands of years. Some of the newest evidence of runes, a place to begin a search, are in local ancient ruins, where the runes that they used were not nearly as strong as the ones that you use, but magical incantations of this nature, even modern magical runes, are derived at the end of the day from runic magic. So you do find a couple maps to various temples that are believed to have possibly previously been sites of great magic. You do also see that some runes are basically, what you learn is that some runes are individually powerful, whereas some runes all have to be combined with each other to gain any real effect. But that's what you're able to find today.
Cool. I'm going to submit those maps to my hosts to see if I can have copies produced.
Sure. The archivists are happy there. We can attempt to do some further research on these if you'd like, to tell you which ones would probably be most fruitful, and we can make you some copies.
Oh, that would be a great assistance to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Bjorno. I know the Kingsguard had some need of you, some important mission they wanted to pass on to you. You should stop and see them on your way out.
I will do so. I just need to check one more thing, and I go back to my stack of books.
Okay.
I'm gonna stage some reading for tomorrow, or whenever I get to come back down here again. I want to know more about the conflict between giants and dragonkind. When the firstborn came across the interdimensional usurpers.
Okay, perfect. You do see a couple chapters you can kind of flag note on for ancient battles, specifically places where you might find great boneyards of giant and dragon equally. So yeah, I definitely have some footnotes to work off of next time.
All right, I tear myself away from the stacks painfully. It is not an easy thing to do, to walk away. It is
very difficult for you to do so.
But I'll make my way to the Kingsguard.
Okay, yeah, you go to the office. You notice that the captain isn't there, but again, he's still healing and recovering, taking some personal time. But the Queensguard leader is there, Ori. She looks up. She says, Sir Bjorno, I'm glad that you could make it. How is your research coming?
Oh, it has been very fruitful. I have discovered a great many things. Yes.
Well, the archivist did stumble upon something, and our intelligence has corroborated it, and we'd like to make a request of the party, if you wouldn't mind passing this on to your people.
Certainly.
We have found what we believe to be a tomb, where it is possible that another one of the Great Dragon masks is being stored. We feel it is important that we obtain these relics to keep them out of the hands of the cult, that they are inevitably a central part of what the cult is going to try to do. So we would, our intelligence has indicated that they are struggling to get through some part of the temple. Now would, the sooner that you can get out there to stop them and recover it ourselves, the better chance we have of avoiding it falling into their hands.
I understand.
It is going to be it would be an arduous journey on foot. We would be willing to offer you all one of our skiffs to get there much faster, and a captain for it.
That would be just amazing.
Okay. Well, if all is right, just send a runner. We can have a skiff ready for you in the morning. It would probably take you a good part of the day to get there. But
my companions will follow my lead. Please prepare the skiff. I can't see them being interested in refusing a way to thwart the cult of the dragon.
The city is lucky to have heroes such as yourselves.
Fairly well, Captain. And Bjorn will give her a bow, and he'll hustle on back.
Okay. You get to the inn where word is abuzz that there's dinner at Alex's.
I guess I'll have to reroute my course.
Bimgog, Bimgog, Broduk, you guys get notice from a runner sent over that dinner is at Alex's.
I'll make my way over.
Before I head over, I want to make sure I at least notify the head of the guard.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that they know. So.
So where are you going to do this?
Well, I would want to, where would I talk to the head of the guard?
Yeah, you could go to the to like a guard precinct, like a barracks in the city. You could go to the castle. You could try talking to the guard you see patrolling.
I would go directly to the castle because I need to get to the head honcho who's going to be actually making arrangements.
Okay.
I'm basically at this juncture. If it looks like they, if I'm going to try to go up to the castle, and if it looks like they're not going to, I don't see why they would turn me away. So I'm just trying to stroll in like I, belong there.
Sure. So you start walking up to the gates. One thing you do notice is that there's not a lot of traffic during the day, necessarily going into the castle. So as you approach the gates, it is mid to probably about 2 or 3 o'clock. And the guards see you approaching and say, "Halt! Can we help you?"
Yeah, I need to talk to the captain of the guard.
Yeah, kid, everyone wants to talk to the captain of the guard.
Yeah, but I have to talk to the captain of the guard. It's really important.
I'm sure it's very important to you.
It is super important.
Bjorn, you come out and you see Bimgog talking to the guards. So you got about a minute or so before you'll be in earshot. Kid, I don't know how to tell this to you, but that little toy crossbow and everything doesn't get you an audience with the guard captain. They start chuckling between each other.
Yeah, that's funny. It's cute, isn't it? So what are your names? Because I don't want to sit there and say anything too bad, but I don't know how long you'll be working here if you keep on keeping on.
So are you threatening a city guard?
I'm just trying to tell you, if you want to stay employed, maybe you need to be professional.
All right, kid, it's time to shove off. And
okay, well, I would like to speak to your superior, please. I learned from the best there was that eventually I'm gonna get to the top of this thing. So why don't you just go do what you gotta do and make that happen?
It's around this point.
Adventure calls.
I know, but we have a problem because they're inept here.
What?
They don't know how to guard the castle. They're absolutely worthless.
I'm gonna
The
look at
guards
the other two
start
guards.
getting flustered. This child, they came up, they started being insubordinate and churlish.
Are you talking about my companion Bimgog, Slayer of Dragons?
And you both see them kind of put their heads down. We just figured he was a very sick child.
As they're sitting there just kind of looking, I make sure that I flip the outside of my lapel open just to show the tag that I was given. And I'm just like, so I'd like to pass, please, because I have important business that I just need to give a missive. Like, it's not even going to take me like 2 minutes, you know? The time it would take me to sneak in.
They look over at you, Bjorno.
Yes, yes, of course. Let him in. He is a champion of the city.
They let you pass.
Worthless pieces of shit.
Bimgog, what have you learned?
So basically, I was watching the walls last night, and they basically spread their patrols way out. Like they don't. I don't know if they don't have the manpower or what the deal is, but there's like huge swaths of time that people could just get into the castle. Like we're talking like minutes where there's nobody walking by.
I see.
So if they're worried that somebody's gonna get in, like they might as well have nobody walking around, or just hole up in some like actually fortified position, because otherwise.
Do you think they are searching for something instead of guarding and doing a patrol?
I mean, it didn't seem like they were searching necessarily. I mean, it looked like they were just on patrol, at least from what I saw.
But in insufficient numbers.
Yeah, like definitely insufficient, which makes me worried. Like, I mean, if they were searching, that would just mean that they weren't searching here. But I don't know.
We will speak with the guard captain, and when you share your revelation, we'll come up with a stratagem.
I would appreciate that. Apparently they're not used to, I think, goblins around these parts or something. I don't know.
The guards kind of just pull their helmets down, look a bit ashamed. One of them, there are two new guards come over for their normal change, and they look at you. We can pass your information on if it would please you, Mr. Bimgog, sir.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, how about this? I'll have you pass that information along, and if I find out that you didn't pass that information along, well, then I'll make sure that they know that it was you guys that didn't do that, and that'd be like 2 jobs you didn't do. Is that neat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Run along now. We'll be going.
Guards are replaced. The other 2 guards go into the castle, where you presume they're going to the guard captain to establish that information. Beyond that, your trip to Alex's is uneventful.
This is
So
troubling.
much sizzle.
Did you learn anything, Bjorno? Or does it seem like they have the people? Are they looking for something?
Well, I must admit I have been in the catacombs reading most of the day, and I was approached by the guard captain about a location of power that might contain another one of the masks that you wear, perhaps of a different color.
Well, we should go do that. That seems
Yes, the cult of the
seems
dragon is trying to obtain it, and they're quickly working on it. They've arranged for travel for us tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Does everyone else know already?
You are the first I have told.
Well, we should probably go find them.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Bimgog starts to get a little bit faster because he's trying to keep up with the Goliath steps. But it just kind of looks like a Chihuahua walking with an owner.
Okay. You all make it to Alex's place. It's a very different experience from what you've been experiencing lately. You've had a bar where they've waited on you hand and foot. You had a hero's feast when you ate with Hyperion. You had a different type of feast, dining with the crown. But here in Alex's home, it is a traditional, home cooked meal. You notice that there are slabs of lasagna placed in front of you. Hildy is being lauded over, and many drinks are poured in front of her as appreciation for her hard work and labor. And you notice her mom is scurrying about, making sure that everything is perfect. But finally, after everyone arrives, including an extra two seats for Broduck, they finally have you all sat down at the table. I appreciate you all gracing me with your presence. I understand adventurers live a busy life, but it's always good to see my Alex and who she's traveling with.
You make good food.
Yeah,
Thank you.
honestly, I didn't want to say it, but I mostly came home for the food.
I'll make
Nobody makes it like you do, Mom.
I could teach you the recipes if you ever actually stuck around.
Well, we don't have like ovens out on the road. It doesn't work the same.
She looks over at everybody else in the party. You could never get her to stay in one place. You'd try to sit her down to teach her to cook. She'd be off in the fields chasing rabbits. You try to teach her how to read magic. She would be off getting in fights in the streets.
Well, to be fair, we needed the rabbits to cook them. And that fight wasn't my fault. You always bring that up.
Well, you give two boys black eyes and one of them a
They
scorching
said the
inside.
wind wasn't magic. What was I supposed to do?
That's fair. Everybody knows wind is magic.
If you know any good campfire recipes, I do love cooking. I like cooking.
Do you want s'more?
Sure. And he reaches out and grabs another plate of lasagna and pulls it over.
I've got a recipe I'll teach you just before you get going.
That sounds great.
Giorno, how are your studies going?
Oh, very well. I've learned so much. I am trying to look to the past for answers to our future.
It's the wisdom of the stories. People forget how powerful stories are.
Indeed, histories and stories are disciplines that are very alike and informative in one way or another. If only I could find the storyteller who could tell me of the clash with my people and the ancient dragons.
Grandma probably knows some of those stories.
Actually, can I make a history roll to see if Grandma ever told me one of those stories?
Yeah, give me the roll. It's gonna be a high. You think she probably told you, but you can't remember it off the top of your head. She didn't go on about it very often.
I'll have to ask Grandma about that sometime.
Well, now that we're on the subject, I was stopped by the guard captain who told me that there is another mask located nearby in a temple complex that the Cult of the Dragon is trying to obtain, and they are looking for us to go and get it, to stymie their efforts and deliver justice.
We go kill cultists?
Yes.
Okay,
I love
let's
that
go.
idea. It's been a while since we've all done something together,
You guys have been in the city for, I think, a week and a half at this point.
Hopefully not like room with all doors.
Let us hope it is not like the room with all the doors.
So where is
That's
it that
pretty
we'd be
awful.
going to?
Well, they have not given me a precise location, but they've offered one of their magical skiffs to take us there, and a pilot.
Well, if we get an exact location, we can always look it up in my map quest.
We go on
before we
boat
get
on
there,
ocean.
kind of check to see what the terrain would be like.
I believe this skiff flies.
Neat.
You just see Broduk like go look down as he like remembers back to Hyperion. And he just like looks down at his food.
Your stomach gets very upset.
Pushes the plate away. You've never seen him do that.
Yordo's gonna put his hand on Broduk's shoulder. Brother, you are all right.
I'm fine. Just very full. Very full.
You have not touched your garlic bread.
Yeah, I'll save it for later. He like picks up a piece and puts it into his fur. It'll keep better.
It's a bit crusty.
It'll taste fine. But when we go to place to get mask,
Tomorrow upon the morning, when the sun crests over the horizon, adventure calls.
And I
It
think we're
actually
gonna.
takes a while for the sun to get above the horizon because of the mountains and the horizon being so high here. I think we should just leave it like maybe 9 a.m.
Works for me.
Yeah, that is good.
Okay. Anybody have anything else they want to discuss over dinner?
Has there been any progress with Sprocket?
Oh yeah, Bimgog, did you stop over there?
I tried, but I ran into a bunch of other issues that were going on. Like the guards don't really have a good handle on the castle, and I don't know if it's intentional because they seem like their hackles are pretty high in the city. So, just my thoughts are, either they have a really big blind spot or they're doing it intentionally. Both are bad, so I don't know. I informed the guards though. Bjorno helped me basically not get, treated like a kid. And I think they're gonna fix it. And if they don't, well, I mean, what am I supposed to do? They at least know that there's a problem.
You will do as she has taught you to do.
That's true. Serenia taught me to make sure I can get to the tippy top, so if necessary, I'll have that talk with the guard captain myself.
Well,
you want me help?
If the change doesn't happen, then we know that it is malicious, not incompetence, and then we could go from there.
That's true.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, a
My
lot of
favorite
stuff we've been
razor is
happening in
Hanlon's
the town.
razor.
I know a good way to help.
Yeah? How's that, Broduk?
So in camp, in cultist camp, sometimes they would Trespin, he would like to go out and test all the defenses to make sure things were working right. So what he would do is have me go stay in woods for a week and then come back and raid the camp. And if I could get through, then that means camp was bad and they didn't know how to defend it. So I'll just raid the castle.
That's a really good idea, Broduk. I'm in.
That
Yeah,
seems
let's put that in the-
counterproductive.
Let's put that in the back of the plans. It's a plan. It's something we could try.
If I can kill the king, that means they do a bad job.
Let's not do that. That doesn't work. Wait a second. What are you eating?
Lasagna?
Bimgog goes over there and he just he pulls out an arrow, a bolt, and he kind of pokes at the lasagna really quick just to see how much give it has. Oh, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't too hard. I don't want it to crack into your teeth and kill you. And then he goes back down and sits down and eats his lasagna.
Bro, it pushes it further away.
Bimgog, I hail from the savage north, but the north is not as savage as that cough you just made. My goodness. Hildy, do you have any burn cream?
I do, but I don't think it's going to fix this one.
I made it funny.
Yeah. PR, no.
So do
All right,
we
I
need
think-
anything before we set out? Or are we just gonna do it to it?
Well, did they say anything about like where we're going or like what the intel is, or do we just like get a dossier tomorrow?
I'm pretty sure that we
binders?
get the information briefing upon our departure from the city.
Okay.
Okay, well, does anybody need anything from like the shops and stuff? We should probably do that early
Mutton.
tomorrow then. Okay,
More
we
mutton.
can. Alex writes down mutton on a piece
And
of
some
paper.
more
Anybody
mutton.
need anything up? More mutton,
Extra
anybody-
mutton.
extra
I-
mutton.
I
Anybody need
need
anything else?
I need herbs so that I can start brewing more potions for healing.
Okay. Gonna pick
Spice
up a
for
bunch
the
of
mutton.
healing herbs. Gonna do that. Spice herbs for the mutton, herbs for the healing.
Same
Does
thing,
anybody else
really.
need herbs?
I go
For
pick up
things-
spices for cooking later.
Herbs for cooking.
You all are welcome to raid the garden.
Don't tell them that. What if
Raid?
they take all of your garden?
I'll grow more. It's just herbs.
Like Alex looks a little bit panicked at the thought of Broduk stomping through her mother's garden. Like she's like, oh no.
For some reason, she doesn't think Broduk's likely to stomp through a garden. She thinks he's more like the type of guy to smell a flower and maybe hug a bush.
I say grab some salt, but Bimgog has an abundance for everyone.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Mom, does that trunk of Grandma's old adventuring stuff still here? Is there anything
Yeah.
in there still?
I can check. What is there something you're looking for?
No, I just figured since we're going on an adventure, it'd be cool to check the trunk, but
Belt of Storm Giant Strength.
I
Maybe her
wish.
hat.
Grandma was small.
Bob would have loved to wear her hat.
She has that hat with the brim.
Yes.
Okay. She goes back into the back of the house, and you see her pull out the small box of and kind of blow dust off the surface, but she lifts it up and she pulls out this shaped hat with a big wide brim. It's brown in color. You notice that there's a whip underneath it. She puts the hat on your head.
Wait, hold on. I actually have this hat.
Broick will head outside.
Okay.
Hildy's reading the herb garden. There we go.
Okay. You're able to find whatever herbs you're looking for.
I already own this hat.
Belongs in a museum.
Broick will also pick a flower and go and put it on Grandma's grave.
Okay. As you set it down, you almost feel like you feel something comfortingly grab your hand.
He looks down at his hand, look around for
Don't
whoever
see
might
any-
have grabbed him.
You don't see anything.
He'll continue raiding the garden for traveling provisions.
Okay. You guys are able to get everything but the mutton.
I'll make a note to stop in town on the way to the port tomorrow for mutton.
Okay. Anybody have anything else they wanted to accomplish tonight?
Brewing a potion.
Okay. Shoot me a message with what you're brewing.
All right.
Let's actually take a quick 5-minute break here. Welcome back to Strange Friends, again, the show where I process my emotional trauma by making my friends fake characters deal with it. The pain is real. It's very real. So when we all left off, you guys had finished getting your provisions. Alex, you're able to get the mutton and everything that Bjorno had requested. Hildy, did you send me that message for what you wanted to brew?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
I'm going easy this time.
Yeah, you're able to do that, not a problem. Basic potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
No matter how much mutton I bring, it won't be enough for Bjorno.
It's true.
That's
true. In the morning, there is a runner at the front door waiting for you all. So as you get through your morning process, you know that you'll be escorted to where your inevitable journey will begin. Does anybody do anything special this morning?
Yes. Broduk is going to go visit Emil.
Okay. It is it's you're able to make your way back to her house. It's pretty early in the morning, but most people are up.
Yeah, I knock.
You hear somebody yell from upstairs, "Who is it?"
Hi, it's Broduk.
You hear the window open above you, and she leans out the window and she says, "Hey, Broduk."
Hi, Emil. I'm leaving to go to a place to get a mask and kill a bunch of cultists. I just wanted to let you know I'm leaving.
Well, don't go anywhere yet. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right down.
Okay.
And you see the windows closed, and about 2 minutes later, she comes down, and you notice her hair is just all kinds of a mess, but you can tell that she tried to throw some sort of styling product in it. She's wearing a hastily thrown on garment or things like that. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go on a boat that flies, and then we're gonna go to a place to get a mask. It's in a temple, and there's a bunch of cultists there. I'm probably gonna have to kill all of them because I'm the strongest person ever, and I have to keep my minions safe and all of the people I'm the leader of, and it's gonna be pretty amazing what I do.
That is important, Broduk. Just be careful.
Oh yeah, I'm the strongest.
Back in one piece.
I don't want to be in 2 pieces or 5.
She leaps forward and gives you a big hug.
Gives her wraps his big gorilla bugbear arms around and gives her a hug too.
Burrows her face in.
Oh, look out for the garlic bread.
She comes out with a piece of garlic bread in her mouth.
You can have that. I saved it for you.
I'm good, Broduk. Thank you, though. It's got your fur on it.
Oh, yeah. He puts it back into his fur. It's kind of hard. I'll have to heat it up. My teeth might crack and kill me.
What's wrong with your teeth?
All the cultists have teeth that will explode and kill them if they eat hard things. I was a cultist.
Broda,
I'm better now.
Get down on your knees in front, right here.
He lowers down.
She grabs you by the jaw and it puts another hand on your forehead and opens your mouth. I don't know what I'm looking for, but all of your teeth look normal.
Oh, that's good. Bimgog, my minion, he told me that I had explodey teeth.
My minion.
I don't know where he got that, but I hope you're gonna be fine.
Oh, I'll be okay.
Okay. Well,
I can't
come back
die.
after. That's good to know. I'll see you when you get back, Broda.
Bye, Emil.
Bye, Broda.
He gets up and wanders back.
Closes the door. Okay. Yeah, you make it back to the inn.
There was one thing I wanted to do before I forgot. Before we leave, I want to give the 10 yards of the high quality red dragon hide that I was carrying around to my mother and ask her to make something cool for either one person or something small and cool for 5 people.
I have a fantastic idea.
Wonderful.
It'll be for one, but I think you'll like it.
Awesome. I'll be back when I can, hopefully, with cool loot and everyone still with me.
Be careful.
I will do my best.
But I'm.
Oh, and you should probably keep these. The sorcerer technomancer guy said that I can't drink for like a week. It totally sucks. And I unload all of my bottles of alcohol onto my mother.
She laughs and chuckles and slowly starts putting them in different cabinets.
Mother can now start a bar.
You notice that they're cabinets where historically she hid booze from you as a kid, or not as a kid, but as a teenager and whatnot. As she puts the last bottle away, she looks at you and she says, I know I wasn't always the best mother and that I pushed you hard, but I'm really proud of what you're doing.
Thanks, Mom. You were pretty great, honestly.
Did my best. She reaches out and gives you a big hug.
I give my mom a hug. And I look forlorn at the last bottle of alcohol on the counter as it slowly slips away from me.
She's got her arms around you. She said, "You're looking at the alcohol, aren't you?"
No. I pat my mom on the back.
Who knows? Maybe drying out will make you cast a little bit stronger.
Well, at least it's less flammable things on me.
This is true. All right, get out of here.
All right,
Bring
I'll be
me
back.
Something nice.
I'll find something for you, Mom, and I'll head out to go meet up with people.
Okay. Anybody else?
Real quick before we set off an adventure and probably need to roll things. Thanks to our great Twitch subscriber, Alex, you have a luck point, so a free reroll at some point. And Bimgog, you have a Disic inspiration.
Oh,
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
gonna
you to
come
our
in handy.
Hildy, did you have something?
Yes. Hildy was going to go to the largest medical facility that is in town, and wishing to find the therapist.
So you do, the big problem is that so much of fantasy and medieval medicine is focused on the body and not on the trauma that one deals with, and you keep getting referred. To second. Sorry, guys.
All good.
You keep getting referred to a gentleman who is known as the only cleric of Tempest in the city. His name is
something McLeod.
We're just gonna say his name was Sigmund the Cloud.
Nailed it.
But you are able to find where he lives after you go to a few temples, and he keeps being the person you're recommended to. What would you like to do?
I will go to Sigmund the Cloud and talk about scheduling appointments for my friends to deal with trauma.
You get to the address, and in the backyard, you hear the clearly audible sound of somebody chopping wood.
I will head over to the wood chopping sound.
Okay. Walking through to the side yard and into the back. As you come to the backyard, you find a large wood pile with a gentleman, flannel shirt, big beard, a simple wooden axe, just going through the motions of chopping apart wood. And he stops as you come around, wipes his brow, and looks up at you and says, "Can I help you, miss?"
Hello, I am looking for Sigmund the Cloud.
Sigmund, that'd be me.
Hi, it is very good to see you. I have been getting recommendations to come and find you. I am of an adventuring party. Oh, yes.
He embeds the axe in the stump that he was using as a cutting platform with one hand, and walks over, takes your hand by the fingers and kisses your knuckles and says, "I don't think I've had the pleasure of being introduced to you."
Oh, I am Hildegard's daughter. I am still fairly new to this area, though I am traveling around once again.
I've heard there was a new priest in town. You follow the domain of peace, I believe.
Yes, I do.
I've always found it so funny because we both strive for the same goal, with different means of achieving it. What can I do for you and your party, Hildegardskatter?
Well, it is actually mostly one in major concern, but another one just in case. He is a goblin, but he has lost a good deal of friends, and he is in a downward mental spiral of thinking everybody will leave him, and it might not be worth living and all that. It is becoming too much, and I am afraid it's going to affect him in the future. He's been trying to dull the pain with alcohol, and that was a big mistake.
How many people have you lost in your party?
It sounds like there's been 3 now. It was only 2 when I arrived, so it sounds like it's been fairly close in between, like months. It's been very fast, and he cared very much, especially for one. And the other one, well, he cared very much for all of them, but one especially.
He kind of sits and he ponders and pauses for a moment. The burdens of adventuring and violence upon the body are easily healed. Mind, not so much.
Yes.
He will need rest, time away from adventuring. Perhaps some time with family would be good for him.
His family is the adventuring group. I don't think he would ever leave them. His fear of them being separated is terrifying. He was tying them together.
In the stories of old, there are tales of adventuring parties who have suffered from too much stress. And the solution was always for the party to go to the beach and to enjoy each other's company about, so that they may talk about their journeys and process them.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
I would say make sure you have on you a beach towel or two, so that the next time you're somewhere appropriate, you can lay it out and really give him a chance to process his troubles around a fire. If that does not work, then send him to me and I will sit with him.
I will do this.
We will break down what it is to lose and to love, but to learn to carry that burden and use it as fuel to push us forward.
I will keep this in mind, and I will pack towels. And if that does not work, I shall return to you with him.
I will look forward to your return.
It was a pleasure.
Either with or without him.
Thank you.
He smiles and he winks at you. Yeah, they say opposites attract, my lady.
Well, it is true. They do. There's
I'm sorry for interrupting.
No.
Well, I was going to say I have to get back to my wood. I'm going to go back to this. He picks up his axe and starts chopping.
It is a pleasure seeing you chop wood.
Sorry, guys. I couldn't resist. But yeah, you're
perfect.
Oh my god. Oh god.
I saw Wade dying and I was just like
I was also dying for some other reason, but yes, that was very good.
He will be soon wondering why his god has forsaken him.
All's fair in love and war. Hilda, you leave feeling like you have an inkling of an idea of where to start with Bimgog. Perhaps it is a long journey, but needs to the need to walk with his friends and really process it is always going to take time.
Elsie will keep that in mind.
Anybody have anything else? Okay. You all set out towards the keep as your runner takes you. You are again led in through the front doors of the castle, where you begin to ascend. This time, instead of going in through the main entrance, you take a side entrance where you go up some winding stairs, and you go up and you go up and you go up and you go up, and just when you think that your legs are going to burn for all of eternity from climbing so many steps, you come out upon a landing cut into the mountainside, where you see a small airship, and by airship I mean quite literally a boat, with its sail, and a young man at the helm, wearing an appropriate hat and uniform, looks over at you all and waves. I've been informed of where you're going. My name is Captain McDonald. I'd be happy to take you on your way and explain where we're going and what you're looking for, or at least geographically what you're looking for. They haven't told me much more than that.
Do you know geographically where we're going to?
Yes.
Where would that be?
The Great Stone Desert.
Cool. I have maps.
Okay. If you all would like to board,
Broderick very tentatively walks on board.
Burdock, when you step on, you feel the boat sag a little bit and move with you.
Just move over the mast and I grab onto it.
Okay.
Bimgog's really excited, and when he runs up to the captain, and he's like, "Aye, Captain, ready to board. Permission? Can I come aboard, Captain?"
Come on aboard, lad.
Bimgog just scurries on, and he runs right to the front of the ship because he's super excited.
He the captain comes over. Yeah, you see him reach underneath the steering wheel, and he comes over and he puts. Well, you've got the dragon hat mask on, but he comes over and he goes to put a little paper captain hat on your head, but he just kind of sets it down on the horns of the mask.
I go, 1 second. I take the paper hat off the very top, and I say some words, and you see the blue owl flies out, and I'm like, "Alice, come here!" And I put the little hat on top of Alice's head, and Alice perches on my shoulder.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Captain.
Jorno's gonna help Hildy aboard and flick a wood chip off of her. We'll be needing that before we go.
I'll board.
Okay. He pulls some levers. You all watch as the ship kind of disembarks off of the side of the mountain. He says, "Everybody, hold on." You see him take a length of rope and secure it around his waist as he pulls a handle, and you watch as the sail expands and you take off. You guys are traveling very fast through the air. You notice that a metallic sheen, a sheet, has kind of spread back from the bow along the side of the boat, and then wraps down around it as it's flying through the air. But you guys, you take off traveling. So what I know is there's this temple. It's right out near the middle of the Great Stone Desert, which they tell me used to be they used to have like a river near it or something. It used to be inhabited, but now people can't live there for obvious reasons. So I'm gonna set you down just outside of these ruins we spotted a couple of weeks ago, and maybe that should help you. Can I help you, Bjorna?
Yes. Do I recall any information about the river or any of the history of the desert?
Yes. You remember reading about a desert temple that was constructed during the height of a king's rule over 1,000 years ago. Basically, the desert valley that there is now used to actually be pretty verdant farmland. Unfortunately, there was some climate shifting, as well as some other mega unnatural magical events that caused those river streams to dry up and the water to be diverted elsewhere, which resulted in the collapse of a civilization. This was the last great building from that civilization, and in the hundreds of years since then, sand has kind of swept into the place. So, it's amazing that anyone found it to begin with, but you do know that it is a place out there. You also had heard stories of something to do with the Keeper of Lightning, but that's still more rumor than anything firm that you could put your hands on.
I share with the group.
I will also open my book of maps for so we can all see like the general area as we're talking about it.
Yeah, Alex lays out the map, and you all see, a little Alex icon in her robe and everything, walking across the map. And as you guys pick up speed, it starts running across the map, and you see little cities come and go on the map as it moves in real time across the surface, and you watch as it goes from mountains to plains to forest. To heavy forest, to swamp, and then eventually back to plains, and then grasslands, and finally a desert in the course of a couple of hours as you're making incredible speed and time. But after a hot minute of traveling for the day, you all finally start to slow down a little bit and come closer to land, where you see... Probably make sure I have all of your guys' tokens ready. Where you see, as you are getting ready to land, a very large figure and many other smaller figures near the door of a large stone structure. The boat is going to land.
I immediately get off the boat.
Okay.
Just immediately get off the boat.
I don't know those folks, so
Hey, Gruckle.
Broduck? And you all hear a familiar voice. Broduck? As Trespin steps out of the tent.
Hey, Trespin.
What are you doing? What are you doing with them?
There is a clanking of metal plates as the metal plates come up my arms and then form into a great axe. I'm taking care of a liar. We need to start initiative.
All right, roll initiative.
Savage.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Initiative. I'll take that initiative. That's a good initiative right there.
That's good initiative. Yes, sir, indeed. Okay. You all watch as the cultists start grabbing swords, and Trespin roars, "Kill them! Kill them all and grab that boat!" Bimgog, you're first in the order.
Oh, looks like that made the decision real easy. Bimgog sees the large troll and decides to take aim at him. I will just fire away here. First one's going to be Gloomstalker attack.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew.
What are you firing at?
I'm firing at boom.
Okay, at the troll?
Yep.
Okay.
At the guy that decided to say kill them all, because that seems
Okay.
like the guy we need to silence.
All four of those hit.
All right. Dude. 15, 16, 3, 4, 5, 6. 76 points damage plus plus 4. So 80 points damage.
Cool 80.
Okay. Bimgog, you quite literally pincushion the guy. You get a land. You land a shot in the throat. You land a shot in the heart. You land a shot on his groin, and you land a shot in his arm that he had a weapon ready in, and he just screams in pain. Anything else?
As he screams, I go, maybe we could have just talked about it. That's turn.
Okay, Broda.
No, we couldn't. I fly into a rage as I go tearing across the sand to right here.
Okay.
And I'm recklessly attacking Trustman.
Okay.
All right, first attack looks like a 13.
You will miss as
All right.
his forearms reach up and grab your hands as you're trying to swing the blade down.
Okay. Rip my great axe free, and I go in for my second attack. 24.
You will hit.
All right. So,
How do you want to do this?
my axe will light up with fire as I use my fire rune, and I just bury it into his skull as deep as it'll go.
He collapses into a disgusting pile of general filth.
Fire erupts off my blade as I bury it into him, and then immediately I rip it out as I action surge and bring my blade in towards these jabronis that are on the other side of me.
Yeah, they're all just armed with shovels as they were digging out the building.
Yeah, 17 to the first one.
That'll hit.
Okay. And I'm attacking this guy right here. I've got a 10-foot
Okay.
reach.
Your minimum kills him.
All right. Well, the second one. $24.
That'll hit.
And I'll attack this guy up here for that one.
Okay.
That just froth swinging my blade around.
Yeah. Okay. You all watch as Broduk sees Trespin, and this look of just pure fury comes over him as he sprints through the sand. Bimgog stands behind and just lets loose a fury of arrows, and Broduk ignites his axe and sinks it down into the troll, just smashing it repeatedly. As one of the cultists, hits him in the back with the shovel, Broduk turns around and just viciously starts carving through all of them.
I think I would have only killed 2 of them. We got 3 of them marked.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you said okay.
So I am killing the guy in the top left. I didn't kill the guy right here in the middle. That guy should.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused. Okay, well, this cultist is going to attempt to attack you. Does 21 hit you?
I will absolutely hit me.
You will take 2 damage, which you can reduce to 1.
Take that 1 damage.
Alex.
Yes. I will cast twin spell firebolt at
Okay.
this guy and the 2 furthest away from Broduk,
Okay.
even though they're all pretty close.
That'll hit. That'll definitely hit. And both of them are taken down quite easily.
Feel a little bad about that. I don't know. Is that just me? And then I'll also move a little bit closer.
Okay.
I'll go up to like there.
Broduk, you are hit again for a total of 4, which you can reduce by half.
Oh, that hurt.
But they are actually hitting. Bjorno.
It's not hard. They have advantage against me.
Bjorno,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Bjorno moves to here. He's going to throw an axe.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he dies.
Bjorno throws his other axe.
Get the good rolls out of the way, folk. That'll hit.
What?
Yep. 12 AC. It's a cultist. It catches him in the shoulder, and he looks at you. He goes, "I didn't hear no bell, bitch." Hildy, your turn.
Hildy will go forward and she will cast blindness and deafness or blindness on the cultist.
Okay. What? He gets a will save, I believe.
Yes, here we go.
Now we're just insulting all of them.
And yells, just stop fighting. You can't fight back. Lay down on the sand.
He raises his eyes and he goes, no, Tiamat will help me see the way. And somehow manages to resist.
Hang. Alright.
Do you do anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Bimgog.
I move in front of Bjorno just because I know it's safe here.
Thank you.
And I give a look around to see if I see any others other than the one guy with the shovel that's standing next to Broduk. But as I don't see anybody else, I just I give him fair warning. You can always lay down your shovel.
I'll tell you where to shovel it.
That's what I thought. I'm shooting at him.
Tiamat forever. Ha!
Yeah.
Blocks your first two arrows with the shovel. And it looks like I'm invincible. And then you hit him, and he had 1 hit point, so he died.
Well, that problem solved.
And combat ends. The temple is before you all.
It is a shame.
Trespin not that strong. I thought he'd be stronger.
Hell, looks like you found the snipe. It's
Wait, was
Bjorno,
he the
Bjorno.
snipe?
He was the whole time, and Bjorno claps Broduk on the shoulder.
I'm Master Huntsman now.
Master Huntsman, Master Knight. Ha ha!
There's
Yes.
nothing I can't do.
Broduk, champion.
I'm gonna reach
Whoa.
down and rifle through Trespin.
Okay, one moment.
Bjorno retrieves his axes. Just grabs the one that's in the one dude's head, just pulls it out. Steps on him.
Hildy's doing a prayer for them, because, man, that was pretty sad.
I'm gonna rip out one of Trespin's fangs too as a trophy.
Okay, you're able to do that. The only thing that he has on him is this mossy, dirty cape. It's mossy and moldy, but you feel like it looks like it would be like, as long as it was wet, it would be good protection against fire.
I look at it and I just drop it on the ground. I'm trying to
Okay.
wear better things now. This is Emil won't like this. I throw it on the ground.
No, she would not.
All right.
You
Well, the
can
temple
always
is-
clean it.
Hildy, come on now. This is trash.
You can give clothes baths?
Dave, is there anything in the tent that's over here? We give a tertiary quick search here.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation.
Let's see if I can find anything in there. You know what? I'm going to inspiration that because
Okay.
I'm tired of that crap. All right.
Yes. You find some notes kept by one of the cultists, basically talking about how they've been trying to dig this place out for months, and they finally really started making some progress. That they sent their first party in, but they never came back out.
I go out and I relay that to the party, and well, looks like probably there's something down there, which isn't really a surprise because they did put some people down there and they just never came out.
I read a story about something similar once. I think it'd be wise for us to enter into the temple and then use the stone-shaped spell to create an alternative exit, so when the enemy inevitably tries to seize what we have gained at the last moment, we will laugh at them as we exit from a different place they were not expecting. Very clever.
That's real smart.
I agree. I think it works real well.
Is this how we go in?
Looks to be the entrance.
I start walking in.
Okay. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Yes.
Just my hit points. Took that big 3 damage.
Shit, this place is humongous.
Okay. Let me pull up my notes. You step into a sandstone room. The air is thick yet dry. Murals on the wall depict a great king worshipped as some sort of god figure. In his hands, lightning that strikes out, causing devastation. On his head, you do see a beautiful turquoise blue crown.
Hildy,
Yeah.
are these the Mulhandri gods?
Oh.
Do you recognize the pantheon?
Let's see. I was. Oop.
You think that might be accurate. There are tales again of a great king who had a sort of power over lightning, and as you look closer, you realize that the crown he is wearing is actually a mask, but it's made of turquoise, like the valuable stone, the jewel.
Well,
Is that Horace Ray?
I believe it is. He is wearing a mask, though it is not the mask that we are looking for. I would say that it is best not to mess with it at this time.
Is this a door?
It is.
Kick it open.
Okay. You kick it open, which doesn't work, but as you kick it, you notice that you can slide it to the side.
Weird door.
Give me a strength check.
Sure. Can do that.
Confident you'll make it, but probably should have had you do that before moving you in. Yeah, you easily push both doors apart, so you all can enter the room.
I would suggest, Broduck, that we allow Bimgog to go forward. He has skills in which to search from front of us and could perhaps find a trap or two.
Oh, okay.
We should stand at the ready to rush in if needed.
That's a good job for
pool
Minion.
This room contains a small pool, only a few feet deep. The bottom of the pool is a beautiful polished finish. As you walk through the room, anybody who enters the room, I need a perception check.
So good at those. Hell yeah, 10.
Okay.
Huh, 6.
As you enter the room, you do notice the statue at the head of the reflection pool. It looks as if the stone face lifts up, and you hear a voice speak out, but weakly. Stop. This tomb guards great evil. You get a sense that the magic is fading, and that some of the words might be scrambled because there's so much pausing between them. It pass these shall kneel, honor the God King, and then its eyes go dim.
Dave, I would like to. I don't know if you want me to roll investigation or perception, but I want to see if there's any signs of the previous party having moved through here recently. Because I'd assume that dust would settle, and if they were walking through, I'm guessing if it was recent, they would have probably left some sort of track, right?
There are two sets of tracks. Actually, there are a variety of tracks. You do notice the tracks are going into each and every door. Broduck.
Yeah, I'm getting some water.
You go to get some water, and you lean down to drink, and you realize there's no. Wait, do you touch? How are you getting some water?
Broduck is hot because it's a sandy, hot desert environment.
Okay.
He is covered in fur, so he just kneels down and sticks his big bear claw in there and starts trying to get some water.
Roll me a D100.
Absolutely. I love D100s.
Dave, can I distract you for a moment?
Sure.
Stop. This tomb guards great evil. Stop, pass, kneel, honor the God King. Is that what I got? Okay.
Yes. 83. It tastes like ale.
Ooh, this tastes good. I lap up some more. This good water. Slurp up a bunch until I feel full and then stand up.
Yeah, it's delicious. You stand up. You notice that the water's level hasn't changed. The one thing you did notice is that the dust that falls on the pool doesn't settle on it. It just disappears.
Bartholomew should get this pool.
Everywhere else.
We should bring it back to him.
I don't think we'll be able to carry a whole pool back.
Oh, that would be heavy.
But we can make one when we get back.
Anybody else doing anything?
What are these other statues on the walls?
Sure. You take a look at them. They appear to be what would look like a military garb of that day built into a statue.
What does the main statue at the head of the pool look like?
It looks like a young woman. Now the features are kind of faded, and the magic that was passing on this message, created a visage of a face on otherwise a smooth stone surface. She has long hair, a scholarly robe carving, and a book in front of her.
These paintings.
They are carvings.
I'm going to take a look at them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking in, Hildy does a perception check. So.
Okay, Hildy, you also notice that dust does not settle on the water. And as you all are looking at the paintings, Giorno, give me an insight check. Hildy as well.
All right, I have advantage on insight. 15, team.
You both finally figure out the two portraits on this wall, on the eastern wall, are both of the king, in one in a ceremonial garb and one in an armor and everything like that. Opposite is a picture of his three wives in the northern corner, and in the southern corner, it is him with his wives. What would you guys like to do?
Hey, minion, you come check door.
I don't respond to that. I'm still looking in the pool right here.
Yeah,
and-
actually,
It's
Oh,
a
sorry.
beautiful pool. The floor of the floor of the pool is super polished. It reflects all of the light that is present in the room from anyone who's got a light spell active to see or anything like that. There's some light trickling in from the ceiling, and it honestly almost illuminates the room. It's so reflective.
I just out of curiosity, I try to step into the pool and I'm trying to feel the bottom.
Okay, you step into the pool. Roll me a D100.
All right.
It tastes like disappointment.
You step in, and you feel fortified. Out of character. For the next 24 hours, you have resistance to fire damage.
Nice.
Neat. Do I feel anything on the bottom, like anything that would be indicative of it being some sort of other exit entryway?
No, it feels like a solid, very cold metal pool.
Interesting. I hop out.
Okay.
All right, well, we probably should go look at the next area forward, right?
Yeah,
Sounds
this
like a
door
plan.
here.
Yeah.
and can I make a quick history roll to see if I remember any stories from my grandmother about like an evil that was locked away in a desert?
Sure.
Emotep.
No, but Brandon Fraser does know.
That's who we need. That's the hero we deserve.
You guys trying to open the next door?
Hildy does a bit of a kneel and says, "We respect this grounds, and we pay homage to against this evil."
You okay? As you kneel, the door to the next room opens up.
Well, that worked really well. I walk
I
in.
was listening to the Mr. Biorno.
And I'm giving the hallway kind of a once over just to see if I see anything that seems
Okay.
of sorts.
Give me a yeah. You're confident that in all the times you've heard about tombs, nobody's ever trapped one.
Yeah, it's fine. This is safe.
Okay.
This room is laid out with as a hallway, two doors on either side, and another set of double doors in front of you, Broda.
Minion will have to check the doors.
Who's Minion?
You are
No, I'm
silly
not.
goblin.
No, I'm Bimgog.
Bimgog the minion.
You know what? Don't bite down too hard. Your teeth are gonna kill you.
No, they're not.
I-
Emil looked and she told me they're fine.
That's what they all say. They make those teeth look like that, so you don't know until you're dead already.
She's smarter than you.
Well, you can think whatever you want, but I'm not going to be the one that's dead from my teeth. I end up trying to check the door if I could slide it.
It seems like it will open. You'll need a strength check.
Before I do that, I go, wait, I remember. Hildy, I think I remember. And I get on my knees and I'm like, oh, great king, we lay ourselves before you, but we don't want anything bad to happen to us, and we promise we're not evil folks, but this is what we do. And I look up kind of like I'm thinking that it's gonna like something mad.
Doors slide open.
I look over at Broduck and I go, I'm magic. And then
That was magic.
hey everybody, the door's open.
You guys see before you a sarcophagus. All of the torches on the pillars light up. There are 2 large stone tablets on either side of the room. What would you like to do?
I'm going to investigate the tablet with Hildy. The south.
They appear blank.
Broduck starts putting his hands on the lid of the sarcophagi.
Broduck, don't touch!
Why?
We must respect what we are coming in here. If we do not respect, we might not get back out, just like the evil cultists who have no respect for history.
I just wanted to see if there was anything inside.
No, we wait, we find. This is a mystery.
How do you find without opening?
I have a plan. Perhaps darkness will reveal what is hidden on the tablets. If you'll notice, all of the lights came on when we came in here, and now these are blank. And Bjorno points to the tablets.
Okay.
We can give it a try.
Try and grab one of these torches.
Okay, you're able to grab a torch off the wall.
Smother it under my foot.
Okay. 1 torch is out.
Bjorno will put this torch out.
Okay. 2 torches out.
Sure, I'll get this one.
Okay. Bimgog, you have to kind of climb it a little. But you do manage to get it.
Ildia will put out the last one.
Okay. You put out the last one. And you all hear, not see, the door slam shut.
Hildy casts light.
Okay. You cast light. Everybody give me a perception check.
Ooh. Natural 20 for a 19.
Anyone who rolled over a 10 hears a soft humming sound as the stone tablets begin to vibrate. And sand begins to pour in from behind them.
Told you we should have opened sarcophagus.
On the slabs, writing begins to appear in an ancient script.
Is it
like
Sylvan?
Not Sylvan.
Is it etched or does it just magically appear?
Starts to magically appear.
Oh,
Is it
Bjorno
any
will
kind of draconic?
Yeah, Bjorno will study the writing and see if he can't make something of it.
Okay. Give me.
It's bugbear, isn't it?
Give me a history check, Bjarno. Alex, you can assist if you'd like.
I would like to.
Bimgog, you notice that the sand that's been pouring out is now starting to pour out over your feet. And it's starting to rise against you.
I look over and I mention, Hildy? Hildy? Hildy?
I think she stepped away.
She's distracted by something. But yes.
Probably a
Hildy,
cat.
It'd be really good if you could like open a door, because otherwise we're gonna be buried in sand.
Oh, I
Sans
lost. Oh, there it is.
Bimgog, be patient. I believe if we replace the torches and have Alexandra relight them, everything will be well.
You see after about a minute, you start just trying to decipher the words. It's getting hard because like you feel the sand starting to fill around your feet. You see something false tune, something fate, and the word steel. But you're having trouble deciphering more than that.
All right, I'm gonna flip the lid on the sarcophagus.
Okay. There is nothing inside.
I'm gonna investigate the floor of the sarcophagus.
Give me an investigation roll. Nothing out of the usual.
Hey, can I relight these fires now? I'm getting sand in my boots.
Yeah, we'll try to replace the torches.
Okay.
Relight
You
them.
can replace the torches and you can light them. You can now see the room better. Sand is pouring in from on top of the pillars now as the room is filling up faster and faster.
Hildy!
Is it that time where I need to use my stone shape?
Not yet. Let's.
Not yet.
How about this
I'm-
tablet up here, Dave? Can I decipher it?
Which tablet?
The north one.
It's the same on both of them.
It's the same on both of them.
I'm gonna try and open this door.
Give me an athletics check.
Come on, minion, open the door!
I'm gonna take my light hammer, which is made of steel, and smack
Okay.
the bottom of the sarcophagus.
You smack the bottom of the sarcophagus, and the stone cracks from the impact, but it is on solid stone. Broduk, you feel it kind of start to budge, but it doesn't open.
If that didn't work, I don't know how to get it open.
In the immediate time, since people are pissing around and Bimgog is now realizing that this is moronic, he pulls out a rope really quick, and you hear him, say some words as the rope extends up into the air, and there's a portal up there, and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna climb up there for a bit. No, it's gonna be real bad in about an hour, but at least I'll have that time to think about it." As he crawls up, and he just kind of crawls into the space above.
Bjorno is unflappable. There's no panic. The stoicism remains. Could you repeat the clue one more time, Dave? I didn't get a chance to write it down.
It was basically the gist of it is this is a false tomb, and such is the fate of thieves.
I thought there was something about steel.
That's
Theft.
Theft.
Theft. Okay, so this is a haha. We triggered
It
the trap.
says it says thieves, Bjorno.
It does.
I reach in my bag, I pull out my pepperoni, and I shake it, and some gold falls into the sarcophagi.
Okay. How much gold do you put in?
Let's say 10 gold pieces and like a ruby.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I eat some pepperoni and put it away.
The sand is starting to get up close to your guys' knees.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check to see if this is a door here.
Ooh. Give me a investigation. Doesn't look like it.
Rhoda, does this look like a door to you? Start feeling around.
From the upper hole, or from the portal at the top of the rope, you just hear, so when the goblins back home would sit there and they would set a trap like this, like, we didn't ever have like sand, and this is really good, but like, it wasn't some deeper meaning thing. They were just trying to kill people, and I'm pretty sure that this is just meant to kill us because we're trying to be stealing something from the king, and he doesn't want that. So maybe we gotta go a different way because this is just a hole that's filling with sand where we're gonna die. Well, you guys are, and then I'll die in another hour, which will make me at least think about stuff and how sad my existence is for 60 minutes or so. And that's gonna be terrible. Well, 59 minutes.
Bjorno produces his crowbar, and I'm gonna have me, Broduk, and Hildy use our combined strength to try to open this door, try to force this door open.
Okay. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
Do it. Here's the crit.
Not too bad.
Pretty close.
Does not budge. It feels like it's close to opening. You're just not able to get enough force because the sand's forming around your leg. Hildy, give me a wisdom roll. Or Alex, if you'd like to use your luck.
Hey, King, we don't
that's
want
a
to
good
steal
idea.
from you. We like you.
Yeah, that didn't do much.
What do I just roll a
give me-
d20?
Yeah, give me a charisma roll.
Oh. Man.
Man.
Do you want to use your luck point?
Yeah, let's do it. Damn it. I'm not doing great at this, you guys. I haven't had a drink in like a day.
King, we
I
like you.
understand you're getting the shakes. It's tough to figure things out.
We didn't even
Broduk-
take anything, King.
You feel like as soon as you start saying that, you feel like you're on the right track for something.
Get on my knees. I'm like, King, we just want to find bad people, bad occultists, and we don't want to take your sarcophagi. It's yours. You keep it.
Let's
Anybody
all
else?
let's all take a knee, Bjorno says.
Okay.
I will do whatever Bjorn says.
Okay. And as soon as the third person takes a knee, the sand stops, and you see the door that you suspected in the back lift up as it's all starts flowing out that door. And the door that you guys came in through opens up again.
Does the back way just look like it's a pit that it's just dropping into? Or is there an actual room to the east?
Looks like
basically?
it's a pit.
Thank you, King.
Were these, by the way, were these doors on the side here that we passed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right here.
Yeah,
And
okay.
right here.
Yes, those are doors.
Well, which one did we want to go through?
Bimgog minion, I got rid of sand. You come out now.
Well,
Bimgog kind of leans down out of the hole and looks around to see if the sand is actually receding.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and he climbs down the rope and whips it, and the spell ends as he wraps it back up, and he follows everybody.
We go through this door.
Okay.
Someone want to look at door?
At the
think
door.
you think you might be able to slide that one open.
Look for trippy traps.
Anything strange looking that hallway?
You notice there are no footsteps.
No one's been here yet.
Well,
We look at South Door.
I try to start walking in just to see if I see anything.
You don't see anything of note.
Does it look like these are going up or down?
They look like they are going down.
This stairway leads down, it looks like.
Okay.
Do we want to go this way?
Oh, actually, no. My apologies. Those go up.
Oh,
Do the other
Part of
ones
the
go
back.
down?
never mind. These go up.
They all go up.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Well, then I guess we go up.
Is everybody going up?
Yes.
I do.
Oh, we moved.
Before you guys is a room that you now see overlooks the fake tomb. Inside of it, you see a couple artifacts. A very, very old sword sits in the northern wall, as well as a few religious relics on the south side of the room.
Ah, a Kopesh. Those are for mounted warriors.
Hildy would look more at the relics and wow, they're pretty.
Yeah,
Is this-
you get the feeling you shouldn't touch it.
Is the sarcophagus elevated, or is this like a wall, or what is that around?
It is a see-through area.
See-through,
like
like
you're-
so it's like a cage. Oh, this is the
No.
one below. This is below.
Correct. You're looking. You can see below you.
Never
There's a
mind.
railing around it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I pick up the sword.
Okay. At a Kopesh.
I just look at it. And then I put it back down because it's inferior to my blade.
This is true.
So I don't think this would be the king's tomb. Do you think this whole place is just nothing but tombs?
Well, this is the false tomb that we're looking over down here, and Bjarno points down the gallery toward where we were getting buried in sand. This is like an observation area. What lies beyond there, Bimgog? Can you see through the slits?
Yeah, I'm trying to actually walk back and forth to see if that goes outside, or if it's like just more of the interior.
It looks like it looks outside.
These all look like this is what is elevated above the sands. Like this goes outside.
All right, well, back down we go.
What's this, Hildy? And I pick up something on this table.
No! There's a
Uh,
paw slap on that one. Hand goes
Rhoda.
out, paw slap.
Roll
Yeah.
me a D100.
Of course, I love rolling D100s.
Nothing happens.
Oh man, for a second I thought that was a 1. I was so happy. I put it back down when she slaps my hand. What?
We give respect to faiths and the dead.
What?
Oh,
Doesn't make any sense.
Wait, were
Oh.
there other stairs in that top corner?
They both
just
wrap around.
Yeah, they both wrap around to the top.
Oh, okay.
But you guys didn't find anything of interest up there.
There's doors here, but we probably shouldn't open them out of respect.
No,
Bjarno
we
chuckles.
don't fiddle with things out of respect.
Aren't we here to rob this tomb though?
No,
No.
Yeah?
we
Here
are
for
not
mask?
here to rob.
We're not robbing it. We're reclaiming the mask to make sure the cultists don't get it.
Yes.
Jim, God, give me a survival check.
I'll just claim everything. That way cultists not get anything.
The freshest footprints are go through this door.
Ooh. I think we want to go this way if we might want to find where those cultists went.
Well,
Okay.
lead the way.
And there are 6.
Does the door slide first? Like
Yes,
I'll
it
try
does.
the easy way first. Okay. And I give another look in there and I say, it looks pretty safe to me. I mean, nothing untoward in there.
The walls in here are covered with gratuitous amounts of lewd art of the God King and his 3 wives. 3 coffins lie here. The third one is ajar.
Bjorno?
I see he was a man of culture.
Bjorno?
Yes.
Huh. You vampires sleep in coffins?
Sometimes.
Is Bob here?
I would hope not. Too
Is the
sandy.
third coffin empty?
Too far away from the sea.
Brooke looks around to see if Hildy is in line of sight. Seeing that she's not, he like nudges the lid with his foot.
Give me a perception check, Berta.
12.
Nope, you don't notice anything.
I open up the coffin. Like I push the lid off. Like, whoops.
Bimgod, give me a perception check. You're standing there.
We're gonna use that Twitch inspiration. Thank you, viewer.
Twitchspiration.
Extra D6.
Oh, it's extra D6. That'll
Yeah,
make
that's what
not
that
much-
that's what inspiration
Okay.
is.
Okay.
know-
Sorry. Boop.
Between
10.
the two of you, because Bimgog, you noted like you're following the footsteps. The footsteps go to this coffin. You realize that it's got a false floor.
Oh, this one has like an open floor. We could go through it maybe. I can
Good
tell.
thing I fiddle.
Bjorno rolls his eyes.
I hop in.
Yeah, we go through.
Okay.
Fiddling with
Oh.
everything.
One moment.
Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle.
No. So disrespectful.
Let's just pick up those relics.
Nothing happened.
You all climb down. As you enter the room, you notice that a golden statue of a sphinx sits atop of a small altar.
Ooh. We should take that.
As you say that, it turns to you and it says, "My name is Andros Sphinx."
I'm Broduck.
Hi, Broda.
Hi, Andrew
Well,
Sphinx.
You all have entered my lair, and as such, you will be subject to my riddles. Should you get them right, fabulous prizes may be yours.
Ooh.
Should you get them wrong, I will eat for the second time in a week.
And now we know what happened to the other fellows.
Are you ready for my riddles?
We are.
He looks over at you. He looks over at you, Bjorno. What is it that when given one, you'll have either two or none? We're going to take a quick break there. And the Sphinx then suddenly coughs and says, for example, the answer to that riddle would be a choice.
Yes, very wise.
So definitely not a riddle where I just gave you guys the answer. But let's say, what falls but does not break? And what breaks but does not fall?
Oh, I think I know the answer to this one. Night falls and day breaks.
Correct.
Haha! Yes.
The first of my riddles.
That good.
It looks over at you, Bimgog.
That's a terrible idea.
Bimgog, I need Bimgog and Alex, I need wisdom saves.
And Andrew Sphinx, you do realize that I'm a goblin, right?
Okay. Bimgog, you feel compelled to only speak truth in this room.
Okay.
Yes, you are a goblin, and
Well, I'm just saying that, like, I don't know why you're trying to eat people. Like, we're just trying to do good. I would think that you'd be for that, so we can, like, leave you alone.
it looks intently at you, Bimgog.
No, I understand. Me and Trespin would hang out under bridges and ask riddles and then have dinner.
I am born in fear, raised in truth, and I come to my own indeed. When comes a time that I'm called forth, I come to serve a cause of need. What am I?
What? Let me think here. I am born in fear,
Glory?
raised in truth, and I come to my own indeed. When comes a time that I'm called forth, I come to serve a cause of need.
Broduk, do you say that?
Yeah. He's like thinking out loud. He's like, glory?
He looks at you. Incorrect.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking.
Pat you on the head.
Am I allowed to have friends help? Or am I supposed to do this on my own?
The riddles are for your group.
Well, that's useful. Hmm.
But you must choose which answer to give.
Okay, that's fine. I'm born in fear. Anybody have any ideas?
Is it instead of glory, is it maybe bravery?
You're born in fear. Is bravery raised in truth?
I mean, like, it takes a lot of bravery to be truthful, I guess. Like, speaking your truth, people say that's a brave thing. Brave deeds.
I mean, it's not bad. Anybody else have anything? Any ideas?
No.
I am not good at riddles.
This feels like a word thing, and I'm not good at word things.
We
I don't
have
think
one good
it's-
idea.
I don't think it's the right answer, but what is coming to mind is ignorance.
It looks at you, Bjorno, and it chuckles.
Well, I mean,
I would say, Bjorno, that'd be really a product of the times, especially with this cult about and the things that they say, like this is some sort of crazy coup. But, well, it's not hope. I guess, we could try bravery. We could give that a go. And it's probably going to be wrong. Wait, before I give you an answer, Mr. Antisphinx, are you immediately going to try to start eating us if we get this wrong? Or is there we're trying to get over a certain number of riddles? Or is there a challenge round? Or how does this exactly work? Because,
I think, no, I think you're onto something. Yes, I think you're onto something.
Which part?
Go with your answer. I think it's good.
With hope?
No.
Bravery?
Bravery.
Do you have the courage to answer me, little goblin?
Well, wait, are you giving me help? You're good. You're the best Antisphinx of all time.
No. Courage, yes.
Yeah.
Say it, Bimgog.
What about courage?
Courage and bravery.
The answer is courage. I would have given you bravery, but only maybe half a point.
Bimgog hops up there and...
Does that mean we only get half eaten? How does that work?
I don't know, but Bimgog jumps up and gives the Antisphinx a little hug really quick. He's like,
thank you, Mr. Antisphinx, sir.
I think glory's like courage.
Close.
He looks very confused by this hug that you give him. Very well, I have one more riddle. I shine brightest in the dark. I am there, but cannot be seen. To have me costs you nothing. To be without me costs you everything.
Well, that sounds like hope.
Looks at you and smiles. I had a feeling you would be the one to answer that riddle. You have answered all of my riddles correctly, and as such, he motions back to where Alex is leaning against the corner. And Alex, you feel a door slide open behind you, and you almost fall into a room. My treasure is yours.
Get through door.
And it settles back down and it turns back into a statue.
Bye, Andrew Sphinx.
Great job, Hildy, and great job, Bimgog.
Oh, I mean,
Good
I
thinking.
think it was you guys really thinking that one through. Good answer, Hildy.
before Bimgog goes, he gets in front of the statue. He reaches in his pocket and he casts Goodberry, and he puts the stack of good berries. He puts 9 good berries in front of the Sphinx, but then takes one for a second and puts it in his pocket.
Okay.
And then he goes over here.
Okay.
I still think glory was good answer.
Was a pretty good answer.
There's a chest in front of you, Burdock.
I fiddle with it and open it.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
Hell yeah. Would dexterity check or dexterity save?
Dexterity save.
Okay. I'm not blind, so I get advantage.
You
That
go
helps me
to
a lot.
lift the lid, and your fur gets caught in some of the rough wood as you open it up. Inside, you find a decanter that is corked but has some water inside of it. 5 potions that are tightly sealed with wax and cork. and a ball of many bands of connected iron.
Hilaro!
Like, I like pick up the ball of iron. I like look at it for a second, and then I toss it over my shoulder back towards everybody.
Okay.
And then I just like look at the potions. I'm like, hey, I found stuff. I'm fiddling.
Yarno, the ball of bands of iron land at your feet.
All right, I will pick it up and investigate.
Okay, give me an investigation roll.
Eight is great.
Not great enough, though. Interesting looking ball.
I'll take a look at it.
Got a bunch of potions.
It looks like a ball to me too, I think.
That's a heck of a ball.
It's the best
Yes.
ball.
Hildy, they do have a bunch of potions now.
Yes, I was going to go look at the potions.
Okay. Give me a... Give me a medicine check.
Thank you. That's my best roll.
Yeah, these are potions of superior healing. There's 5 of them.
Ooh. Everybody takes one. It's a very good healing potion.
Oh, neat.
That cost me quite a lot. There's also this. I hold up the decanter. I think it's wine. Alex, you want a drink?
Alex, he holds it up. It looks like water.
That's probably water, but I should try it just to make sure.
Okay.
And I'll take it and I'll
Okay.
take a sip of it.
Okay. It is delicious, cold spring water, which is weird because you'd think it would be room temperature. But you know, it's in this beautiful blue horn with a brass spout on it that's topped with a soft ivory bone.
Is this a magical item?
You believe it might be?
I think I know what this is.
What do you do with it?
I will hook it onto my backpack.
Okay. I will let you add a decanter of endless water
Huzzah!
to your backpack. And that is actually where we are going to end it tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you to all of our viewers for joining us. Please join us again on Thursday, where you can watch me again process my trauma through another character, but instead run by Wade, who runs a fantastic game. And we will be back next week to see if the party can figure out how to stop all these traps.
We'll just break them off.